like Ms. Tipton said, be brief. I'm gonna be shorter. Be brief and be gone. My name is Tony Jones again, and I am a member of the Gulf Coast Workforce Development Board. Mayor Parker appointed me to this position back in August of last year. On the Workforce Development Board, we oversee all of Workforce Solutions, which is basically the employment offices throughout a 13-county area. Basically, our area spans from Huntsville to the north, Galveston and Lake Jackson to the south, Columbus on the west, and Winnie on the east. So we've got a wide area of responsibility. Our board consists of 45 members. I am representing, as a community-based organization, the Houston chapter of the National Federation of the Blind. And in the 14 months that I have been on the Workforce Board, I have gotten a lot of encouragement from my fellow board members, from my colleagues, and from the board staff at HGAC, the Houston Galveston Area Council. Our budget consists of basically $180 million a year. Okay, and I'm going to throw out some figures, but I'll tie all this up in a little bit. The unemployment rate for the blind and people with disabilities in the United States is 70%. The 30% that are employed, 80% of those are under what they call a substantial gainful activity level by the Social Security Administration. Now, here in Houston, things are a little bit brighter. Last Friday, before the government shutdown, I wanted to make sure that I had my facts straight, so I called the Bureau of Labor Statistics of the U.S. Department of Labor in Washington. And they told me that for the Houston area, the unemployment rate for people with disabilities is 58%. That's 12 points lower than the national average. In the past year, since September of 2012 till the end of September of this year, I'm sorry, until the end of August of this year, 97,000 jobs have been created in the Houston area, metropolitan area. Guys, that's like a small city. And I believe the reason why the employment rate for the blind and people with disabilities, and this is just my own personal reason, thinking, is that because these companies need people. And if you've got the skill set for people, for the job, you're going to probably get hired. And your employment chances are greater if you have the training. I mean, a high school degree doesn't cut it anymore. And some college degrees don't cut it because they're not marketable. A lot of people go through vocational training. A lot of people go through technical school, whatever. And I do believe that if you have the proper education, training, and adaptive equipment, then you can succeed at a job. One of the biggest barriers to employment for the blind and people with disabilities is the 800-pound gorilla in the room. It is transportation. And everybody knows that what I'm talking about, Metropolitan, they are doing better. They're doing a lot better. But I have known people with disabilities that have ridden Metrolift and that did everything right, and they were late in the past, that have lost their jobs because of transportation. And I have pestered Metrolift and Metro ad nauseum about this. And I mean, they see me coming, they run the other way. And so anyway, sorry, I've got my notes. And in the past year, the Workforce Board has increased our navigators from 1, which was Cornelius, to 3. We now have 3. I advocated for that because Cornelius was trying to do all the work from Huntsville to Galveston Lake Jackson, Winnie to Columbus, was burning out. One person can't take care of over 600,000 people looking for work. I mean, that just ain't gonna happen. We can't. So now we have 3. And in the past year, and I can report to y'all today, we have, for the blind and visually impaired, we have adaptive screen reader and screen magnification software, which is going to be the magic for the screen reader, and the latest version of JAWS for the screen, magic for the screen magnifier and JAWS for the screen reader. They have come in and they will be in our workforce offices hopefully within a month. And so, you know, folks can go there and access the computers like everyone else. If you need help, you know, the staff is there to help you out. I believe that if you go to Workforce Solutions and in conjunction with going to the Department of Assistive and Rehabilitative Services, either the Division of Blind Services or the Division of Rehab Services, they can help. They will help you. But understand these vocational rehabilitation counselors and vocational rehabilitation teachers have a lot on their caseload. When you go, you need to be serious about what you want to do. You need to help your VR counselors with the task. I mean, I've seen people, honest to God, I've seen people that go into guards that says, I want to go to work. You find me the job, and they expect the counselor to do all the work and call them up and say, you're going to work at XYZ company starting Monday morning at 9 o'clock. That ain't going to happen, guys. That ain't going to happen. And same thing with the Workforce Solutions offices. When you go, make sure you help the staff, because they're there to help you. They can't do it for you. They've got, at Workforce Solutions, they have interviewing skills, they have resume writing classes to help you. You know, you just have to go and find the nearest Workforce Solutions office nearest you. If you want to look for work, you can go on your home computer and go to www.workintexas, all one word, .com. And look for the particular job that you want in Houston or throughout the state. Now, once you land your job, you must, well, not must, I shouldn't say that. You should have to work. You're going to have to work 5 times as hard at your job to be considered just as good as your sighted or non-disabled colleagues. I mean, that's just facts. And my last thing is, when you do land a job, keep it. Failure is not an option. Thank you.